Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Sheldon, and this is Behind the Enthusiast. Today, I have nothing. And that is because I am missing some essential equipment for the garage in order for me to work on the Kawasaki Hooligan flat track build. So, luckily for me, Princess Auto is having a sale on today. So I'm gonna go and hopefully, fingers crossed, grab the two items that I need to actually continue working on it. One of them, technically I don't really need right now for this bike. However, the other one is very, very important. So I'm gonna head out and again, hopefully grab those items. There's low stock, so we'll see if I can actually grab those or not. And then when I come back, I will show you guys what I bought and hopefully be able to set those up so I can continue working on the bike. So let's get into it. Whew. Okay, so one of those is heavy and one of those is not. This one is not heavy at all. This little guy here is super, super heavy. They both can pretty much handle the same amount of weight. So the smaller one is a scissor jack, if you will. And it also has these nifty little cups right there. So those actually go onto bikes with frames underneath them, which the Kawasaki doesn't have one of those. So that is what I was referring to about the Kawasaki not actually requiring this one. However, this one is rated for 1,000 pounds, pretty much do any motorcycle. And this one is essential because the Kawasaki no longer has a kickstand or a jiffy stand, whatever you want to call it, to hold it up. So this one is absolutely essential for me to continue working on the bike, to have it stored as opposed to leaning it up against something. So these are the two units that I bought. These are the things that are basically essential for me to have in the garage right now. And so I'm gonna take this one out of the box and set this one up right now so you guys get to see that one, and we'll see how well it works for the Cowie. All right, so it looks like I've got all the pieces all laid out here. One of the important things you guys want to be doing is making sure that everything is accounted for. So there's a parts breakdown. So I've got the wedge, the tower, the main base. I've got all the caps on all the legs. I've got the rocker portion, and I should have all the bolts in here as well. So I'm gonna start assembling this. So I'm just gonna go and grab some tools. All right, so I've got everything all laid out. So we've got these bolts here. We've got the lock washer and a standard washer. We've got 4 of them. It's all for the base there. And it's going to require a 14 mil socket for those. The latch here. By the way, the diagram actually shows it on the wrong side. It shows it on the right there, but it's actually on the left. That one is going to require a 10 mil. And for these, which are holding on these, we're going to need a 19. And so I've laid everything out. Everything is all in order. This pin is going to go right on top of here for that. The only thing that I did notice, there is a little bit of a dent there. Not that big of a deal. I don't think it's really worth mentioning to the store, but I don't know. It's not too bad. The paint's not cracked or anything, but it's probably from one of these things bouncing around in the box because, as you can see, there's only just blocks. There's no wrapping or anything really other than this bubble wrap, and that generally doesn't do a whole lot, but I did notice that, but I don't think it's too big of a deal. Just a side note, guys, make sure that you are going from opposite corner to opposite corner. I don't know if you guys will have been able to have seen it, but I did actually go around and hand tighten each one first, and just to make sure that the bar is actually centered within the platform area there. So I just loosened them off, made sure it was perfectly lined up, and now I'm actually going to ratchet everything down, and again, opposite corner just to even all the pressure out. Alrighty, so those look to be on pretty good. I will double check everything at the very end as well. This just basically swivels on there. This is how they're recommending that I put it on, so that's what I'm going to do. So you got the pin there, just slides through, cotter pin on the end just to hold it on. Just swivels a little bit. I don't know if you could actually put it on the other way depending on the tire, but I'm going to leave it like this for now. Alright, so because the instructions are mirrored, they're actually the wrong way. Took me a second there to figure out how this one's supposed to be aligned. So that is how it's supposed to go on. So the short ends are actually towards the front here, and then the longer ends over there. So the fingers overlap, and then it should go on exactly like that. So I'm just going to put the bolts in, and I have the latch, and then we're done. So just a quick note here for you guys. The bolts have to go in from the inside. That's the only way they can clear the arms. And if you push them all the way through, you may have a hard time putting the lock washers on the end, or the lock nuts rather. So you may have to back the bolts out a little bit in order to fit those on, but otherwise it goes on pretty easily. And also, I forgot, you guys are going to need a wrench because this is going to require both your hands. So use the ratchet on the one side, and then on the other, use the wrench. Alright, so again, you do need the wrench with the ratchet, and make sure you don't over tighten this one because this one actually has to move. This is the one, as you guys will see, needs to move. So when the wheel forces us down, this goes in there. So then if the bike for some reason moves, it catches on there and it doesn't actually go anywhere. And that is it. The stand is done, so all I have to do now is test it out and see if I like it or not. Alrighty, so it does work. The lock, I'm not convinced that that lock is actually going to do anything. I think if you're going to be storing it while you're working on it, something like that, I would probably tighten that down. As you guys could see, I also had to move the front pin. I had to move that further to the left, so away from the bike, to accommodate the oversized flat track wheel. But as you guys can see, it is standing freely. It's definitely not going to fall over. Can definitely work on the bike now. So overall, I think it's pretty good. Like I said, I did get it on sale, but I'm a little out of breath now because I had to muscle the bike so that it was straight on. So as you guys can see, straight on. So yeah, doesn't take very long to assemble. It does function for what it needs to do. However, just keep in mind, guys, if you guys are running anything wider than what I'm running, which I'm going to have to measure that for you guys and maybe leave it in the comments section, but tires that are wider than what I'm currently running on this bike, I can pretty much guarantee you will not work, because as you guys can see, it just fits in there. Just. So anything wider than that, you guys definitely can't use this one in particular. But for me, it does the trick. I don't think the Honda is going to work on it, unfortunately, because I think my Honda has slightly wider wheels on it. So this is probably the only bike that I will be able to use this wheel chock with. Well, guys, what did you think? I know I wasn't really working on the bike, but this is technically preparation to work on the bike. So if you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button so I know that it's working. If you guys are anxious for me to actually start working on this bike and fixing the throttle and everything else that needs to be done on it, don't worry, it's coming up soon, very, very soon. And of course, in order for you guys to get notified, be sure to subscribe so you guys don't miss out on that notification, which will be coming up very, very soon. If you guys have any comments or questions about the wheel chock that I bought, maybe your own experiences, or if you guys have any recommendations for someone who has an even wider tire, leave it down below. And as usual, I will catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.